Nova! Nova! Who on earth is that girl outside? Whose daughter is that? Shouting for my son like a mad woman. Hey, Nova! Nova, come on, let's go. Son, come here.
What is it, Mom? Is something wrong?
Nova, come here.
Mom, I'm in the middle of brushing my teeth. What do you need?
Do you know who that loudmouth girl is down there? The one outside our apartment. Why is she dressed like that? She doesn't look like she's from around here. I've never seen her around this neighborhood before. She's dressed in some sort of eccentric clothing. What is that skirt? Is it made from silk or something?
Oh, Mom, that's Annabelle. She asked to go to class with me. She's come to pick me up. She plays bass just like me in the rehearsal group I go to downtown.
Well, if you're rehearsing with her, then rehearse together. But why has she come around here dressed like that? Shouting for someone else's son from the street. It's not very respectful behavior. I mean, Nova, honey, you have a pretty name, but there's no need to go shouting down half the street with it, is there? If only your father hadn't got so drunk the day you were born and come up with such a name. Now we're all living with the consequences of his drunkenness. What is with that skirt anyway? What kind of fashion is that supposed to be?
I'm not sure, but it's probably some fancy Italian fabric. It looks like she came wearing it here today.
I suppose she does look like she could be a nice girl. It's a shame her behavior and dress don't match. She certainly doesn't behave like someone brought up on manners, coming here and shouting from the street.
She told me her father has recently opened up an Italian restaurant downtown. She made flyers to hand out across the city to promote its opening. Don't you think she looks so pretty?
It's certainly eye-catching. She looks like a mad woman to me.
Mom, why are you being so mean? You don't know her. She's a nice girl, really.
How can I not think that when she acts like she's drunk in the middle of the day? Don't think I'm jaded because of your father. I'm just telling you what half the street is already now thinking, honey.
We both know that Dad can get far worse than that when he's had a few. You would think that this is standard behavior for Dad.
Don't be ridiculous. Your father is a respectable man. So what? Are you too close then?
Yeah, I guess we've become quite close these days.
So where does she go to college?
She goes to an arts college.
An arts college? What are you doing going around with a girl from an arts college?
It's not a big deal, Mom.
Shouldn't you be hanging out with the kids from the same college as you? You need to be making like-minded friends if you want to get anywhere in life.
What? I'm not allowed to choose who I'm friends with now? I said we could carpool together some days. It's not a big deal. She is super popular at her college too. Everyone loves her.
So what? What does it matter if she's popular there? You go to NYU, Nova. No one at NYU cares about big names at an arts college. You could at least make friends at a college in the same field like Brown. At least they study law there like you. I'm sure there's lots of pretty girls there. You would be more suited to go with the gentle girls that go there, not these girls from arts colleges. It's not really your taste, is it?
Mom, she's just a friend. Why do you care so much about who I'm friends with?
I'm just thinking about your future. It's important who you associate yourself with. I'm sure she gives her parents a hard time. She seems like the rebellious type. If my daughter was walking around shouting across the street like that, I would be embarrassed.
Maybe you should pay more attention to what Dad is doing rather than someone else's daughter. He embarrasses me the most. And I heard that he was drinking out until late again last night.
Nova, don't talk badly about your father.
I heard him stumbling around outside, shouting in the street. What was he so angry about anyway?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He just got the wrong idea when I tried to pay the taxi driver, that's all. He said we shared a look together and just started going into a blind rage. He was talking nonsense.
God, Dad really needs help. He has some sort of Othello syndrome or something.
He had just had too much to drink. He jumps to conclusions when he's like that.
Nova, get it together, will you? We're at your place now.
Huh? Where are we, Belle?
Why on earth did you drink so much when you can't even handle one beer? God, your parents are going to kill me if they see you like this. Come on, get out of my car. You have to sober up.
Belle, I can't move my body. It's too heavy.
Fine. Get on my back. I'll carry you inside.
Carry me? No way. I have to protect my honor. What kind of a man lets a girl carry them on their back?
Just shut up and get on my back.
Fine. I can't walk anyway, but don't you go telling everyone you carried me on your back.
Don't go puking in my car. I'd rather not smell what you had for dinner tomorrow morning. Not even some of my party-going friends get this bad, Nova. I didn't even have a drink because I was designated driver. God, I should get rid of this car. Then I won't end up driving you back in such a state.
So, this is what my son has been up to tonight. What do you have to say for yourself? Annabelle, was it?
Please call me Belle, ma'am.
Ma'am? Do I really look that old?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Morgan. I didn't mean to offend you.
Call me Diana.
My apologies. It's not in my culture to address my friend's parents so casually. In Italy, we have a different way of addressing our elders. I'm still trying to get used to American culture.
Well, Belle, we don't like to be so formal and cold here. Are you the one who got my son so drunk?
He got that drunk all by himself.
Are you sure? I think I can smell alcohol from you, too. Don't make the mistake of lying to me. Did you pressure him into drinking so much tonight? Do you think your parents will be happy to hear you were out drinking after class? I bet your parents worked so hard to make your tuition. It doesn't seem right to be wasting their hard work by drinking, does it? You kids should be studying hard after class, not at bars, and coming home well past midnight.
Diana, can I say something?
What?
I'm deeply offended by your words. I brought my drunk friend home safely, and now I'm being verbally attacked for it. I have never experienced this before. I didn't touch a drink all night because I was driving. A simple thank you would go a long way.
So, what kind of dining experience are you proposing for this place? Well, sir, we'll start with perhaps a salad or a similar light dish. Then, for the main course, we'll prepare a meat, vegetarian, and fish option. And then, for dessert, maybe a simple cheesecake option. So, in other words, we're looking at a typical 3-course menu. You realize that preparing 3 courses requires a lot of work from your kitchen. French restaurants usually serve 3 courses, while Italian restaurants prepare less. Of course, the standard of French and Italian restaurants is very different. In terms of American palates, what do you think that they would prefer? Quality or quantity? Of course, we prefer quality, sir.
I think so too, Dad. Personally, Italian food matches my taste better than French food.
And why is that, darling?
Because the flavors are richer and more comforting. And it helps that good Italian food doesn't have to be expensive either. Perhaps you can't say the same about French food?
Indeed, to produce a high standard of French cuisine, sourcing high-quality ingredients is very important. I think customers would prefer food that is cheap and that they would even enjoy at home. The recipe should be simple, don't you think?
Yes, Dad. I think customers are looking for a dining experience that offers simple, quality food for a reasonable price.
Exactly. And with Italian food, even if you pair it with cheap wine, it can still taste good. Whereas French food requires a quality wine too. Because it doesn't get easily overwhelmed by the wine, and dining out with your partner is easy. Even those without much knowledge of food and wines don't have to stress about choosing the perfect match.
Exactly, Dad. That's why I think the restaurant business is a great way to go.
So, what I'm trying to say is that I will support you both in this venture.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I'm gonna put you onto a good chef too. I hope you don't let me down. You know the importance of advertisement, right?
We'll give it all we've got, Dad.
Yes, sir. I won't let you down.
What did you just say to me?
I've been thinking about it for a while, Mom.
You remember how hard it was to get that job after you graduated. You were looking for over 2 years before you were accepted to that firm.
It's a small company with a small future. I never saw myself staying there very long anyway. These small firms don't want to see the light. They don't care about my career. They recruit fresh meat just to make you redundant at 40 or 50. I've been warned by others that these companies have a track record of it. It's time I started looking at my other options.
So what? You graduated top school for nothing? Just to end up unemployed again. You should find another offer first before you quit. You went through that internship that you fought tooth and nail for just to stop here. You were the best of the best at law school. If you can't find a good firm to work for, then what hope does everyone else have? I don't understand why you're giving up. It was only last year that you told me you negotiated your contract and got a pay rise.
Mom, I've already made up my mind about it. You can't persuade me otherwise. I'm gonna go through with it in the days to come, so there's no stopping me now.
Nova, don't you know how hard it is to find a good job these days? Don't you watch the news?
I know, Mom. Of course I know what the job market is like these days.
They're saying that graduates in their 20s are resorting to washing dishes at restaurants or flipping burgers at fast food chains. Your father went to a good college and so did you. Our family has a certain reputation to uphold.
I understand that, Mom.
These days you come home smelling like you've been hanging about in a fast food kitchen. It's like you've been dipped in grease. Why do you smell like that? What have you been doing? Are you going to manufacture butter or something? Is that your big idea?
Manufacturing? No, Mom. I'm going to open a restaurant. I've been doing some planning and research at other restaurants.
You're going to do what? Do what?
I'm opening a restaurant. An Italian restaurant. It'll be a cafe as well.
You've got to be joking. Don't play such a cruel prank on your mother. I'm too old for that. So I suppose you're giving up on your law career to become a barista, is that it? Why are you being so difficult, Nova?
I'm going to be managing a business. I have confidence that I can do a good job with this.
Is it that Annabelle girl's idea? Is that it? You've been talking to her again? The girl with the father who has a restaurant downtown, that girl? I'm asking you if you're still in contact with her. She's the one dragging you down, isn't she?
Mom, just calm down. She's a nice girl. Why do you have such a grudge against her? And he has a whole chain of Italian restaurants now. His business is doing really well. And what does it matter if I'm still talking to her?
Restaurant or restaurants, I don't care. I thought you weren't going to waste any more time on that girl.
Mom, I really don't understand why you hate her so much.
Hate her? I don't hate her. Far from it. I just simply don't care about her, Nova. I have absolutely no interest in a girl like that. I know exactly the kind of girl she'll become, and it's not my daughter-in-law.
Well, unfortunately for you, she's gonna be part of my future.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna marry her, Mom.
What? You're going to do no such thing, Nova.
Mom, why are you so opposed to her? I want your blessing to marry her. If you would just forget about that one time.
I had her down the moment I met her all those years ago when you were still in college. She's a bad influence on you, Nova. I didn't want you associating yourself with her then, and I don't want you now either. She will only hold you back. What kind of a girl gets drunk with men and carries them home?
Mom, do you know that there are some college students who have no interest in drinking? Belle was never interested in it.
I told you I can see straight through her. I know what kind of girl she is. She's a girl who's been messing around since her early 20s.
Mom, Dad is still doing it. How can you criticize others when your own husband is no different? At his age, it's embarrassing. He still acts like he's in college.
Exactly. So I would hate it even more. I already have a drunk for a husband. Do I have to have a drunk for a daughter-in-law too?
Mom, be honest with yourself. You don't hate Belle because of the time we went drinking all those years ago. You hate her because of her background, because she didn't go to a certain college.
I don't want the daughter of a restaurant owner.
Mom, what do we have to be so proud of? That Dad went to a good college? That our extended family went to a good college? Even I went to a good college, but what does it matter? Annabelle's family is doing well even though they didn't go to a prestigious college.
How can it not matter? You inherit your intelligence. It's important if you're going to marry the girl. Think about your future family. I want only the best for you. You have a bright future and you're gonna throw it away just because you got close to this girl?
Whatever, Mom. I'm going to start a business with Annabelle. It's what I want to do.
So you graduate NYU just to start a business with a girl who went to an arts college? You'll quit your law firm to open up some restaurant? Don't you see how ridiculous that sounds?
Mom, let me be honest with you.
Go ahead.
I quit the firm already.
What? When was this?
When I unexpectedly was offered the assistant job, they soon started forcing me out of the position. As soon as I began to fulfill the duties of the role, they gave me huge amounts of work.
Your father was the same when he worked in a big company. He had to work late at least 5 times a week when he was an assistant. It's all part of the job.
You don't understand. They didn't just want me to work late, they wanted me gone.
Why did they want you to quit? I don't understand.
After I joined, they realized how much paying my salary took out of their budget. They wanted even lowly paid employees to do their absolute most since they couldn't really afford it. They were very particular about their clients and their system. They were driving me crazy, working me to the bone. So I left.
So you quit because you couldn't handle the work of a big firm. What has gotten into you? You're not acting like the son I raised.
It was damaging me mentally, Mom. I was reduced to tears so many times. When it came close to midnight, the office was still full of everyone working late.
I don't understand why you accepted the job if you couldn't handle the pressure. You have to work hard with these big companies.
I wasn't prepared for it all. I decided I didn't want to work there anymore. During that time, I was going through a lot and Belle was there for me. We became closer. I discovered what a kind-hearted person she is. I expected her to leave me after I quit, but she didn't, and instead, she supported me more than ever. I completely opened up to her after that, and I knew I wanted her to be in my future.
What? So you decided to start doing business with her?
Mom, you have no idea how generous they have been to me. I'm opening it in a newly developing neighborhood. It's a commercial area. It doesn't even have any apartments nearby. You've heard about cafes that are also restaurants, haven't you? It's almost like 2 different restaurants, in the morning, then at night.
So you're saying it's in a newly gentrified area? It does seem like these areas have a lot of business nowadays, though. Maybe it's not such a bad idea. He could make a lot of money. It might be quite a lucrative restaurant.
Yes, Mom.
And what money are you going to use to start this business?
Belle is helping me. Her dad has a French restaurant too now. Combined with this Italian restaurant, he's running 3 different restaurants. He has a lot to take care of, so he's happy to let me handle part of the business.
What, so he's giving you the Italian restaurant to take over?
It is a big restaurant. He asked us to help him manage it for now. Belle has ideas to support the business by rebranding the restaurant. So I've decided to go do that with Belle.
Do you want my money too? I'm telling you now, I have nothing left to give you, Nova. I can't invest in it as you know your father is just about to retire. We have to think about how we are going to make ends meet while we're not working. Now we both have to live off of our savings, so we have to save for the rest of our lives. Life expectancy is going up as it is, so we don't have any spare cash going around.
I know, Mom. I'm not asking anything from you and Dad. I don't want to take any of your money. In the future, Belle and I will be working to support her father's restaurant business.
Well, of course, if someone who graduated an arts college wants to marry you, someone with actual brains, they should make an attractive offer. You're not just going to marry any girl off the street. She has to prove herself, Nova.
Yes, Mom?
You remember Lisa, right? One of the mothers I keep in touch with.
Oh, yes, the friend you went to college with, who was in your sorority?
Yes, well, her son graduated Harvard not too long ago. But his wife only got her high school diploma. Do you remember I told you before?
Yes, I remember.
Well, the wife's side of the family gave the couple a house and helped set up his business. They helped him with the business venture he'd been thinking about since graduating, something with computers. And not only that, but the brother-in-law also helped represent the business and worked super hard for him. I'm assuming it was all to make up for the fact that the bride was a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, really?
So, I'm thinking if a girl with no real qualifications wants to marry someone who graduated from such a prestigious university, that is what they should bring to the table to make up for it.
I guess that could happen in some cases. It doesn't sound so unreasonable when you put it like that.
So don't feel intimidated by their business, Nova. Be confident, son. Think that what you're getting from them is your right. You deserve some kind of compensation. If an arts college girl wants to marry you, she needs to work for it. Show us that you're not marrying down.
I get it. I'll bring Belle over to introduce you to her again.
Okay, well, it's just an introduction. It doesn't mean that you have my blessing.
Okay.
When is she going to come?
Well, she's been pretty busy lately with the new business. Probably at the end of the month.
She'd better have better awareness than to come and behave as badly as she did last time.
Did you just ignore everything I said to you about that?
The arts college girl. Oh, forget it. Anyway, you can be more demanding with them. You deserve everything they are giving you, son. You understand you shouldn't lower yourself just because she is doing something for you.
Yes, Mom, I understand.
And bring her as soon as possible.
Did you see the place we're going to today? The unit for the restaurant?
Did your dad really pick out this place? He's really amazing. How did he manage to find it?
I think so too. He's just very knowledgeable about these kinds of things. He knows all the right places for opening restaurants.
I'm amazed at how your dad managed to save up all of this money for 5 years working at the restaurant. And then to put that on the back burner and start a new business again in 4 years. He is really quite impressive.
He's in his element for sure. He was born to do this kind of business.
I bet it wasn't easy either, all with what happened with your mom.
When my mom passed away, he was struggling quite a lot. I think working gave him something to focus on. And that was when I was 4, so he's been working nonstop for 26 years now. He's just thrown himself into work.
I heard that he started with almost no capital too. Building such an empire from scratch is really impressive.
Exactly. So there's no reason why we can't do it too. We have to be confident in ourselves.
And we have complete backing from your dad, so we're good.
It's not all about that, though. He's just supporting us. We shouldn't completely rely on him.
Sure. Anyway, I'm just glad that he only has one daughter to support.
Of course. I'm sure if I had other siblings, we wouldn't get this kind of help.
Well, it's pretty standard for only children to get this kind of support from their parents, if they have the funds for it.
What do you mean?
Like they help them set up companies, give them large loans to start up with.
Really? Well, we don't really think it's the same situation. We don't have that much. We can stretch just as far as the deposit on the restaurant space. What families do you know that have done that?
You know, just acquaintances. I heard through the grapevine that some families do that. Anyway, I think he's really amazing for getting so far in the restaurant business.
It's all about learning as you go. You have to gain a sense about these things. That's not something they can teach you in school. Let's not rely on Dad's support and just work as hard as we can to make this work. It's a tough time to run a business, as I'm sure you know.
It's our first time managing a business, so everything might not go according to plan. But if we have a strong support from your dad, then it doesn't really matter if it works out or not.
What? Why do you say that?
Well, honestly, if you watch documentaries or dramas, they ask people what they're working for. And usually, they say that they're working for their children. They work just to pass their money on to the next generation. I'm sure your dad feels pretty lucky that he has a child he can pass his fortune on to when he passes.
So my dad should be grateful to us for giving him a reason to spend his money. I'm not sure what kind of logic that is. I think my dad just wants us to be happy.
I'm just saying your family is in a good position. There's no need to get offended by it. Anyway, babe, do you really have confidence in your menu? I mean, do you know a lot about the kitchen?
I'll work myself to the bone. I'll put everything into this. An acquaintance of my dad is expecting a return on his investment in the restaurant, so I can't let them down. I'm learning all the secrets of cooking. You know, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
When I go visit your mom, what should I bring with me? Is there anything I should give to her? What is your mom like? Flowers? Chocolate?
Wouldn't it be better if it was something as expensive as possible? Maybe an expensive necklace or something.
Excuse me?
If I knew that we would all be here sitting around this table now, if I had known that 10 years ago, I suppose I should have treated you better. Don't you think so, Annabelle?
No, honestly, Diana, it's fine. I'd like us to forget all about the past.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The wedding has not even been planned yet.
I beg your pardon?
Have you quit the drinking?
Honey, come on now, don't start this.
I'm sorry, I really just can't stand that habit. It's not something that I can put up with. I hate girls that drink themselves stupid. It's so unladylike and trashy.
Ahem.
I don't like to drink.
Oh, so you've quit. That's good. Well done. I'm glad we won't have a repeat of that behavior. I don't see the point of drinking. It just makes you stupid and do things that you'll just regret in the morning. You should learn from Nova's father. No matter how much he drinks, he never crosses the line. He always knows his limit.
I have never crossed the line either.
Well, it's not exactly respectable to be driving around with drunk men. That doesn't make you look good, sweetie. I told you the last time. Do you remember?
I heard that your father has been widowed for 26 years now. Is that right, Annabelle? Can I ask you why that is? What happened exactly, if you don't mind telling us?
Was your mother ill?
Yes, my mother had cancer.
Oh dear, so he's been living all by himself then?
Yes, he only works now. He just throws himself into his business.
Gosh, really?
So that's why his daughter didn't receive a proper education. Studying the arts is not a real subject to be studying.
Pardon? What do you mean?
Well, because it seems like you were spending all your time going around having fun, with no womanly figure to keep you in check. I saw it myself. I remember the clothes you used to wear, too. Now it all makes sense how you were able to leave the house like that, since there was only your father to stop you. The ones you're wearing now are quite similar, like you're ready to go out for a drink after this meeting. I would have thought you would have come wearing a neat two-piece or a dress, you know, to make a good impression with your in-laws. But you turn up in trousers.
They're dress pants. This is what I usually wear to the restaurants. It's professional attire?
Well, it would have been more respectful to wear a skirt or something. Smarten yourself up a bit. It's basic manners. I guess because you were raised by just your father, you're not familiar with the etiquette. Well, now is a good time to learn. I heard that you're thinking of opening your restaurant downtown. Is it true that your father is helping you with acquiring the space for it?
Yes, we found a brand new place with outside seating, a gorgeous bar inside. The building itself is actually 3 floors.
Ah, Nova didn't tell me that he was buying her such a nice place. We've really hit the jackpot here if we can get some ownership of that building.
I don't suppose he bought the whole building, though. You only need 1 level for the restaurant.
Actually, we're signing the contract for all 3 levels at the same time, so we will be the landlords of the whole building. We will use one level for the restaurant and see what we can do with the rest. We're still undecided about it so far.
Well, I guess if you were thinking of renting it out to family and friends, you would discount it, right?
Well, we aren't really thinking about asking anyone else. We plan for it to be just us.
We have to open up a cafe in the same building. I've been working on my skills all this time for this very opportunity. Anyhow, where are the both of you thinking of living if you get married? How much are you thinking in terms of house price? Do you have a figure in mind? You need to leave enough left over for wedding expenses, don't forget.
I just came today to formally introduce myself to you both and get your opinion on the business. From what I've heard, I think that we're doing the right thing with the business. I think we have a good strategy. Why is she asking me about house prices? Isn't that something we should decide considering both families' positions? What each family can contribute? We should all agree on the size of the place, the location, and the price. Why is she leaving it to me?
Well, it seems that your father is sufficiently successful. Besides, he only has one daughter to think about. So it's fair for him to shoulder most of the financial burden, don't you think? He has given you a whole restaurant. What luck that you've got a wealthy father.
I don't consider myself as lucky for our position. My father has worked himself extremely hard for all that he has today. Besides, we haven't done it all ourselves. A lot of the money is borrowed from friends who expect a return.
Surely you're not suggesting that our side should handle it all. Your father is lucky for finding such a good son-in-law for you.
Well, Nova has yet to prove himself to my father and I. We're relying on him for this business. I'm sure you won't let us down, will you, Nova?
Oh, what?
Honey, you're so tormented by work these days. You should just take early retirement. It looks like we've come into a bit of luck now anyway. Your drinking has gotten worse because of work. It's almost every day now. Let's set up something on the 3rd floor of their building. How much is in your retirement fund?
Diana, I've been saving for retirement for over 31 years. You do the math.
Well, let's use that and invest in their building. We could get a great deal. I think we could drive down the deposit and get a good bargain on the rent. We are their future family, after all. We are her soon-to-be parents-in-law. What do you think she will say? She won't be able to say no to us.
Well, I think it would be better if we meet with her father first and then decide. What's more is that you don't have any experience in this. Are you really confident in opening up a cafe?
Honey, when I was training to be a barista, the instructor gave me so many compliments. She said that I would do well in the industry. I was trained to do this, don't worry about that.
Even so, I think we should wait until I retire and leave the company in 5 years' time. My salary now is $50,000. I could earn a further $250,000 in that time.
Honey, in my opinion, your job security is precarious at best right now. You should make a move first before you get fired. It's only a matter of time. You'll get more money if you choose to retire early. Look at Nova. He left and got into some money.
What? Nova quit?
Yes, to start the restaurant. He can't do both at the same time.
Well, that's because he's got a father-in-law that gave him money. It's a different situation for me. I don't have anyone offering me money. I'll stay on at the company and earn some more first. I think that's the safest option for us. Besides, the director appreciates the workers that stay until their very end and show their dedication to the company. He might reward me later on for it. I even have a chance at becoming the director's second in command, as the previous one stepped back recently because he just couldn't handle the job.
Honey, you would be a great second in command, but I really think you should just quit now while you have this chance. Think of how costly it is to keep you on for another 5 years. Do you really think you'll make it that far? And cafes are so popular right now, especially in these gentrified areas.
Do you think that someone with no experience can succeed in starting a business?
Darling, I have made my mind up about this. If you're not sure you can help, that's fine. All you have to do is quit your job and give me the retirement fund. We just need to invest a little. What is the worst that can happen? We lose our investment. But if it works out, then think of all the money we could make. All I need is the money and I can do the rest. I have confidence in this.
Honey, you've really changed your tune ever since you got your qualifications to be a barista. You didn't even want to go and do that because you were worried about money.
This is our opportunity. Do you know how old people live to these days? We have to be thinking ahead. We could live for another 55 years. How will we finance that in our current situation?
So that's why you're worried about not having enough for retirement?
I'm just saying we could get a good opportunity using that girl. Her father has a lot of money. Didn't you hear about the friend I have whose in-laws gave them a lot of benefits? And compared to her son, our Nova is a prince. He takes after me, obviously.
Aren't you being too assuming? What if he says no?
Honey, can I be honest with you?
What?
I was afraid to open a cafe because I thought you might get jealous of my success. I didn't want to outshine you so early in your career. But now we're middle-aged. We're past that. Now it's just about money. Anyway, tomorrow on Monday, submit your resignation. And don't even think about going drinking afterwards. Nova and I watched you come home drunk the day before yesterday. Honestly, it's embarrassing. I won't be the one defending you if you do it again. Honey, slow down with the drinking, please. It's not appropriate to be drinking so much.
It's fine. I'm just enjoying a few drinks with my meal. Relax, will you? It looks like we have a similar alcohol tolerance, Jeffrey. I also enjoy a few drinks. Indeed, it does look like it. It's been a while since I've drank with someone who can keep up with me. It's quite nice. I was just thinking how much you resemble Nova. You've got some strong genes in your family. But actually, I think he resembles Diana the most. God, he's not even discreet with his flattery. It's not like she needs the compliments either. He needs to back off. Anyway, perhaps we should talk about a few things to get organized for the union between Nova and Belle. I'm most concerned about the living situation. I have a friend who has just opened up a furniture store, so I thought it might be a good idea for me to take care of the furniture. What do you think? Hang on a minute. I hope you're not expecting us to fork out for their house just because you'll be paying for the furniture. Sorry? Isn't it tradition for the bride's side to handle the wedding expenses anyway?
Well done, Jeffrey. Stand your ground. That girl's father should be the one to take on the financial burden. He has the money for it after all. Of course, if you gain such a great young man as a son-in-law, what more could we possibly give you? Thinking of my friend's experience, the bride's parents don't usually ask for much more.
Well, that might be your opinion, but it's not mine. Please, enlighten me as to how Nova somehow works as payment for a house.
Well, of course we're biased, since he is our pride and joy. But we are incredibly proud of Nova for graduating at the top college in the country and was working as a lawyer. Anyway, I don't think it's reasonable to expect us to pay for it when you've only got one daughter to take care of. These days, people usually settle it by paying half each. That's the modern thing to do, is it not?
Of course, you would say that as Nova's mother. Well, as Belle's father, I'll say my part too. I'll get only one son-in-law, as Belle is all I have. And I would hardly place such importance on someone who has no real job currently. I offered Nova to manage a restaurant for me as he had no other option.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, you've got some nerve saying that to us.
If you're suggesting splitting the cost, then that's fine with me. But don't expect me to fork out for Nova when all he's done is bring problems to this family. Fine, have it your way, but our son's name goes on the contract. Since he'll be the breadwinner, he's the head of the household. I do not agree with such an archaic argument. If we're agreeing to split the cost, then both names should go on that contract, of course. That's only fair. Sure, then the restaurant lease should also be in both names, if that's how you want to play it. What kind of logic is that? My daughter is the one who paid for preparing the restaurant. Of course it goes in her name. She's helped Nova by contributing to most of the refurbishment costs. Nova has hardly contributed at all. And the building is one that I acquired. Why should it be joint ownership? If the house will be joint ownership, then so should the restaurant. A man shouldn't be outshined by his partner. Do you think Nova should be stifled by Annabelle? He doesn't need to feel stifled by her, of course. I don't think putting his name on a piece of paper would change that anyway. He needs to actually put the work in like my daughter if he doesn't want to be outshone. But he's relying on her business now. He has no job and nothing to offer. So, granted, in his situation, it's expected for him to feel a bit emasculated, but the only way for him to change that is by working hard.
I think you're being way too harsh on the boy, Mark.
I apologize that you have to hear this, Diana. Maybe this is better discussed between us men.
Darling, don't you think you've had enough to drink? Are you okay?
Stop fussing. Have you ever seen me make a fool of myself from drinking?
Yes, all the time.
Anyway, just by splitting the cost in half of the house gives you no right to demand half of the business too.
I'm sorry to cut into the conversation, Mark, but we need to talk about the restaurant plans too.
Why? What about the restaurant?
Well, we're going ahead with using the third floor space for a venture of our own.
What? You want to use the third floor space? When was that decided?
Ah, that's right, we forgot to tell you about it. It must have slipped my mind. Well, we've decided to use it for our new venture. We want to open up a cafe there. Since you know, I have been trained as a barista before, and we are looking for an opportunity to invest in a private business.
Annabelle.
Yes, Dad?
What is this talk about a cafe in my building? What are they talking about?
It's also the first I'm hearing of it, Dad. Diana, please explain what you're talking about.
It must have slipped my mind to tell you about it too. Do you remember what I told you during our first official meeting?
Yes, I did mention that the third floor was vacant and we were thinking about what to do with it.
You said that you were thinking of giving the space to someone, remember? So Jeffrey and I decided that we would take it off your hands. It would be perfect for us, and well, you would keep the building management in the family.
I think you've misunderstood the situation here. That space was never meant to be given away. I brought that space to use it as a small culinary school, not to lease out to other people. That is why I deliberately bought 3 floors of the building. Surely my daughter didn't tell you that she would give you the 3rd floor space?
No, she didn't. But she said that it was empty. I assumed that she was about to offer it to us.
That's rather presumptuous, don't you think? I'm in complete shock. Please, forget the whole idea. It's just not gonna work like that. It's just not possible since I've already begun the remodeling to turn it into a culinary school.
No, we can't. We've already put our plans in motion. We've already spent all of our savings. We have ordered all the furniture and appliances. We were just waiting for the date when we could set it all up.
Why on earth did you do that? Just doing what you want without asking. Well, we've done it now, so we have to follow through with it until the very end. We'll be using the space. You should forget about the culinary school. It's no matter to you, but it would be disastrous for us. We'll give you the money for the remodeling, since we really need to use that space. I'm sorry, this is not going to happen just by you insisting on it.
Now I think about it, there's no need to split the cost for somewhere for Nova and Annabelle to live.
Why?
They can just live with us at our home. When we first met Annabelle, it is no secret we weren't very fond of her. From the way she dressed and the way she behaved. It is very obvious that she grew up without a motherly touch. So why don't I teach her a few things while living together? A daughter-in-law is just the same as a real daughter after all.
Oh, really? I suppose I never thought of that. Sure, if they're gonna get married, we can do it that way. Do whatever you think is best in that respect. And our son will have to quit working at the restaurant. If this is the way it's gonna be, if we're not gonna get the cafe, you can't just use him like that. We expect at least something in return. If you're not gonna give him joint ownership of the business, then he's not working there. You can't just expect him to work under his wife. Or you can give the cafe to our son and he'll do that instead. You know what? Do whatever the hell you want. But I cannot give you that space for the cafe. Nova? Yes, sir? I'm not your father-in-law yet. Why don't you think about going back to your old company? Since it seems that your father is very opposed to you working in the restaurant. Well, I'm not sure. The nerve of you. You promised my son a restaurant with your false promises. So he's already quit his old job. He can't go back to it now. He's already burnt all his bridges. I bought the restaurant for my daughter, not for Nova. I can't be blamed for what he assumed and did with that assumption. I was not giving anything to you either. It was you who decided my intentions. And I'm not convinced Nova quit his job, actually. I'm pretty sure he was actually fired. Am I wrong? Diana, what is he talking about? You told me that he quit because of the restaurant. Didn't you also tell me to quit my job? You told me that this was a good idea.
Listen, let's not lose focus here. Mark, our families will soon be joined together. Don't you think you should be a bit more courteous?
Well, we're not joined together yet. I've only just met you both. In all of my 26 years of doing business, I have never met people so careless and rude. I am not going to be doing business with anyone and everyone who just comes to me and begs. Anyone and everyone? You're one to talk. You only have one daughter to take care of. You don't know the financial pressures we've been under. And even with all your money, she was only smart enough to major in arts. What did you just say to me? Say it again, I dare you. Sir, I'm so sorry. My dad has had too much to drink. I will never be your father-in-law. What? You'll never be his father-in-law? You are a piece of work. No wonder your wife died. She probably couldn't stand you. What did you just say? What? If you have such a problem with me, let's take it outside. Dad, please just get a hold of yourself. Why are you being like this?
Dad, what are you doing?
Annabelle, you're not marrying into this family with my blessing. Not on my watch. I see it all now. You're all talk. You just brag about how much money you have, but you don't really have it all.
Honey, please. You're drunk. Why did you drink so much?
Honey, I just called the director to wish him a Merry Christmas.
What did he say?
I heard that they were thinking of offering me a promotion. That was before I decided to retire.
A promotion? You mean the position Stewart was in before he left?
Yes, he worked in that job for 8 years until he was 73. Then he got cancer, so he had to quit. Even then, I heard that the director covered all of his medical bills.
Well, what did he say when you called him?
Well, I called him up again after all this time to see if maybe he would still consider it, maybe take me back. And I guess that he thought that it was a spam call, so he didn't even answer. Damn it, I'm going out.
Going out where? To drink again?
What? I'll do what I want. I'm not staying at home working on Christmas Day.
Don't complain. You got it better than Nova right now. Serving tables at the restaurant of his ex-fiancée. He's got it worst of all.
Well, you shouldn't have told me to invest all of my retirement funds into that cafe idea. You criticize people and prevent them from going anywhere. You even prevented your son from getting married.
Is that what you think? So this is all my fault. You were the one who picked a fight with the girl's father when you were drunk. Don't try and turn this around on me.
Oh, so it's my fault. You've never done anything wrong.
Are you that oblivious? Of course this is your fault. Whatever, go and drink yourself stupid and see what happens.
What? What will you do?
My God, you're not even drunk and you're acting like a madman. You can't just trash the place. We haven't even made any profit yet on our business. Come back here. I've had enough of this. I'll kill you, I swear to God!
Of course, you tell yourself you're the victim.
Despite never drinking, even when I was surrounded by my drunk friends at parties and taking them home, my mother-in-law only saw me one way. She pegged me as a girl who liked to drink and therefore disliked me because of it. She, who always complained that she disliked people who drink because of their unruly behavior, lost the opportunity to open a cafe. All because of her husband's drunken behavior? The marriage ultimately fell through. To be honest, if the marriage had gone through, there might have been a chance. Jeffrey worked for 5 more years at his company before retiring, considering his anxiety about making ends meet when life expectancy is on the rise. The two of them are now doing another business together, manufacturing from their home. But in my opinion, it won't do very well. They used to have good times running simulations and debating over whether or not it would work, but now those days are behind them. My dad expressed his support to me by telling me to work hard on the restaurant. He may have considered giving part ownership to his son-in-law, but handing the business over to 2 people he had never met before? That was just out of the question. He is not the type of person to consider such a thing. My dad built his business from the ground up for over 26 years, and he did not get that far by being charitable to such unscrupulous people. I am glad that I did not become tied to those people. People who looked down on me as a daughter-in-law before we were even married and thought lightly of my dad. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content.
Hey, Liam! You'll never guess what happened.
You finally got that promotion? Or Max aced his science test? Spill the beans.
Even better. I met someone amazing. Like, seriously amazing. His name is Ben, and he's everything.
Whoa there, sis. Didn't expect that. How long have you guys been dating?
Not long, but it feels like forever. He gets me, you know? Like no one else ever has.
Well, that's great. I'm really happy for you. Just take it slow, okay?
I know. I won't rush into anything crazy. But I'm telling you, Liam, he's the one.
He sounds fantastic. Is he good with Max?
Actually, he hasn't met Max yet. But I'm sure they'll hit it off in no time. Ben's great with kids.
Just make sure to introduce them carefully. Max getting attached to someone, then it not working out. Well, you know how it is.
Seriously, Liam, stop worrying. You act like I'm a teenager with her first crush. This is different. Trust me.
All right. If you're happy, I'm happy. Just promise me you'll keep Max's best interests in mind.
Duh, I always do. Anyway, gotta run. We're having dinner tonight. Wish me luck.
Of course. But seriously, Sarah, keep your eyes open. Sometimes things that seem too good to be true often are.
Love you, Buzzkill. But also, I really appreciate you caring so much. You're the best brother ever.
Anytime, sis. But about this Ben guy, any other details I should know?
Let's see. He works in finance, loves action movies. Totally your type, right?
Sounds amazing. It really seems like you've hit the jackpot.
Right? But there is this one thing that might seem a bit unconventional.
Uh-oh. Hit me with it. No judgment here, I promise.
He's younger. Like, a good bit younger.
Younger as in 4 or 5 years younger than you? Or younger as in could be my college buddy?
Closer to the college buddy option.
Whoa. Okay, not gonna lie. That's surprising. Are you sure about this, Sarah?
More sure than I've ever been about anything. Age is just a number, you know? Ben is mature, responsible, and he makes me happier than any man I've ever dated.
I know, sis, but age gaps can be tricky. You have to be sure this is real and not just a fling or him taking advantage of you.
Liam, stop it. You don't even know him. Trust me, he's not like that.
All right. If you truly believe he's the one, then I support you. But seriously, just be careful.
I will. You have to meet him sometime. Then you'll see what I mean, Mr. Skeptic.
I'm holding you to that. But remember, I'll always be on your side, no matter what.
Best brother ever! Now I gotta go. I'm making him his favorite pasta dish for dinner.
Enjoy your date night. But just a heads up, I might be interrogating this Ben guy the next time I see him. Hey Ben, I went and picked up Max from school. He seemed like he had a good day. He's been talking a lot ever since he got in the car. I'm helping him with his homework right now. He's having some trouble with math. Thanks, Liam. You're a big help. I would have gone to pick him up myself, but I've got my job and all that. You know how it is. I hope you don't mind having to pick him up every day. I feel bad about making you do all the work when I'm his father. Not at all. You're super busy. I want to help however I can. It's the least I can do to thank you. I was off work today anyway. Yay for regular holidays. Don't worry about it, and just focus on taking care of yourself. Thanks so much. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll come get him when I'm done here. Should be done around 9. It's gonna be a while. Is it okay if I leave him with you for that long? No problem. I got this. Max isn't hard to take care of at all. I love being with him. He's smart, quiet, inquisitive, everything you could want in a child. I'm all good over here. Heck, sometimes I even think I'm learning things from him, too. That's so reassuring. He seems to really like you. You guys get along great. I'm terrible in comparison. I never have time to spend with him, and I'm too tired when I get home from work to really talk with him. You do everything for me. I don't know how to repay you. You don't need to pay me back for anything. You can't blame yourself for having a job. You're a human being with needs and a life, too. Max understands that. He doesn't expect anything more from you. You say that, but it's already been a whole year since I married your sister. I haven't been able to bond with Max at all during that time. He probably still doesn't like me very much. You really think so? I feel like he thinks differently. It's really embarrassing to think about. I mean, I suddenly gained a young son, you know? Some people are just naturally good with kids, so they get close with their stepkids in no time. I have no idea how to connect with him. It's like we have nothing to bond over. From what I can tell, you and him are already father and child. He gets excited to see you when he goes home. I feel like you shouldn't be putting yourself down so much. I'm glad to hear that. But whenever I think about how we're not connected by blood, I just can't help but feel that way. I know not everyone thinks blood is important, but to me it's something special. Don't get me wrong, I'm still trying to connect with Max. The thought is just always in the back of my head, you know? I got this part-time job as a way to escape from it all. I feel guilty and bad about it, but there's nothing else I can do. The stress is piling up as it is. And then whenever you help me out, it makes me question what I'm even doing in comparison. I know how you feel about the whole blood thing. I don't know what to tell you other than do your best for Max. I'm sure he'll recognize your efforts and you'll start to feel that real connection with him. And you don't have to worry about me either. I like spending time with Max. I can be there for him while you're at work. You do such a great job caring for him and making him feel loved. I wish I could have turned out like you. I envy you and your life. I just don't think too hard about it. It's not something to be praised for. See that? It's stuff like that that makes me jealous of you. I'm not unself-aware, you know. I know exactly where I'm lacking. I can't just run away from everything all the time. I have to step up to the plate and take charge. But I overthink things. And then I lose track of them and end up not knowing what to do. I'm in a different position than you, so I can't speak from experience here. But I think it's incredible that you're worrying so much for Max. You really don't have anything to put yourself down for. Me? Incredible? You've got to be kidding. He even reminds me of you. He works just as hard as you every day and tries hard to make things work. He even talks about you fondly. You're still parent and child even though you don't have the same blood. Even if you don't get close to him right away, I'm sure he'll do it one way or another. He knows how you feel, and that you're trying. That's all you can ask for now.
I sure hope so. Sorry about all this. I didn't mean to vent at you.
I'll listen to you vent however much you want. It doesn't even have to just be about parenting. It can be about work, too. Don't try to keep it all in. For your sake and Max's. Your health comes first, and part of keeping good health is making sure you're not bottling everything up. There's probably some things you'd rather tell me than my sister, too. Believe me, I get it. Come talk to me anytime.
I will, thank you. I'm gonna get back to work now. Is it okay if you take Max again this weekend? I know it's a burden. I'm sorry.
Nope, I got it covered. I was just going to go to my parents' house this weekend anyway. No sweat at all. Max likes hanging out with them too. Go get him, Ben.
Thank you. And thanks again for everything else. Hey, how's Max doing? He's not bothering you or anything, is he?
He wouldn't dare. He's a good kid. He's just minding his own business as usual. Are you on break right now?
Yep, just started. I was worried about Max since I leave him with you so often. I can't stop thinking about it during work.
Nah, it's all good. He's honestly pretty mature for his age. At least compared to other kids I've seen. He's got it together.
He had to learn to be that way because my wife and I are so busy all the time. I feel so bad about it. He should be more like other kids and run around. We just don't have time to be with him. That's why he ended up taking on adult responsibilities so early. I feel so guilty about that.
You're busy, Ben. He knows that. It's no one's fault. My sister's always focused on her work, too. You know how she is. Sorry she's so much trouble. I think I'm gonna call her one of these days and tell her you've been stressed.
That's the only way she knows how to provide for us. You don't have to worry about her.
She still hasn't learned after all these years, is the thing. She's gotta get it together and realize how important family time is at some point. I think you and her should take it easy. Go on a vacation or something. She snagged such a young, handsome man for a husband. Is she really just going to let him work all the time and not spend time with him?
You're even younger than me, though. You and her are pretty far apart in age.
She's kind of like a parent to me. She taught me a lot growing up. I was a pretty stubborn kid. Our actual parents were more surprised when I got my girlfriend pregnant. No one thought I was the type. They thought I was too young. Not many people have kids at this age.
It really is surprising. You're raising a baby at your age. I still have time myself. I'm not too much older than you. Maybe not right now, but I want a kid of my own one day.
Max would be a big brother if you had one. I'm sure he'd love that. He'd make a great brother. You're closer in age with me than my sister. You have plenty of time. No need to rush.
I'm worried about my kids not being siblings by blood. I'm scared I might prefer one over the other, or that they might not get along, or feel like they're in the same family. Please be nice to my future child. I know it might be weird since I'm new to the family, but I promise he or she will be just as precious to you as Max.
Of course. They'll be my niece or nephew, same as Max. Speaking of which, I hope my sister gets it together by then, too. I wouldn't say she's doing the best job at providing right now.
I wonder. Sometimes it's easier when she's not around. She always has so much to say, and it's almost always about work. Sometimes I prefer her not to be around so I can get some peace. Maybe I'll take a spa day one of these days to decompress.
I get you. She's always been like that. I really thought she would have shaped up by her second marriage, but she's the same as she always was. You've got a lot of work ahead of you to fix her. Don't worry, I'll try to help.
Oh, hang on a sec. I'm getting a call. I'll talk to you later.
Go ahead, take your time. I'm in no rush.
Liam, it's awful. The hospital called. They said Sarah got into an accident.
What? Oh no.
She was on her way home from work and got hit by a car, apparently. She's in a pretty bad state, with a lot of injuries, they said. An ambulance took her to the hospital in town.
Is she okay? How bad are the wounds?
I don't know yet. They didn't say. They just told me to get to the hospital as fast as possible. So I should go, right? I don't really know what to do.
Of course you should go.
But I'm at work right now. We're really busy with customers at the moment. I probably won't be able to make it back in time even if I take a break and go now. And I feel bad for just leaving Max there with you. Ugh, there's just so much happening.
Just tell your boss. They have to understand. Just leave Max here. He'll be fine. I'll let him stay over if you need him to. Just go. This is an emergency. Don't think about anything else. Just get going.
Right. I'm sorry. It's all just so sudden. I can't think straight.
It happens. Just go to the hospital. Leave everything else for later. You're not going to feel any better until you know what her status is. Please just blank out your mind and get there as fast as possible.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Liam. I'm gonna head to the hospital. I'll text you again as soon as I can. Please take care of Max for me.
Is everything okay, Ben? I haven't seen you since my sister's funeral. I know it's hard, but please check in every now and again so I know you're all right. I'm really worried about you. Are you feeling okay?
I'm all right. I'm sorry about Max, too. I don't mean to just force him onto you. I've been meaning to see him. I've just been so busy with dealing with all of Sarah's stuff. There was more of it than I thought.
I wasn't expecting Sarah's death either. It came as a shock to everyone. I'm not doing too great on my end either. But Max is my top priority. He took it pretty hard. It's affecting him a lot. He hasn't been eating or sleeping much, and getting him to school is a struggle. We've been letting him stay home whenever he asks. Don't worry about leaving him here. We're all doing our best to care for him. You need time to think clearly. Take as much time as you need.
I really do. I had no idea it would turn out like this. There's so much to think about.
Leave Max with me for a while. My parents have been helping out with him too. We all want you to have time. We'll make sure he's well taken care of. Try not to put yourself down for this.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'll leave Max with you then. I'm really grateful for that. I wouldn't know what to do with him otherwise. He's probably confused since he lost both his mother and father at the same time. He'll get over it in no time, though. He'll forget and move on. He's young enough to where his memories will fade when he gets older. Kids are malleable like that.
What? Aren't you Max's father? What do you mean he's losing both of them at once?
I thought he was going to live with you. Not like he has anywhere else to go. You're his closest relative. So, I'll leave him with you. I need to start planning ahead, you know? There are things I want to do with my life that I can't with a kid attached. I've got my eye on some ladies recently.
Wait, hang on a sec. I have no idea what you're talking about. Planning ahead? Ladies? You're giving Max to me. It doesn't make any sense.
It makes plenty of sense. Not sure what you're not getting about this. I'm not related to him. Not by blood, not on paper. Why would I take care of him after his mom dies? I'm not responsible for him. He'd just get in the way of my future life. I can't go around dragging a kid who's not even related to me.
Listen to yourself. You sound horrible. My sister just died. Her funeral just ended. Yet you're already focused on ladies? What's happening? Ben, you might be in shock from the whole thing and aren't thinking clearly. Why don't you slow down, put the phone down, get a good sleep, and then meet with me to talk about this tomorrow?
Oh, come on, Liam. Think about it for a second. Did you actually think I loved her? I know I did everything right, but sheesh. We were so far apart in age, she could have been my mom. I'd never love someone that old. Ew.
You even kept talking about how much you were worried about Max. You texted me about it every single day. Not to mention my sister. You guys had such a good relationship. Was all that a lie?
Of course I was worried about them. I needed them to stay alive for at least a bit so I could secure my future. Her inheritance was going to be over $1 million. I thought you knew that.
Her inheritance? What about it? What does that have to do with you or this situation? About anything?
It has everything to do with me. I married her for that inheritance. Duh. I did what I could to be a good husband to her to get it. And now it's as good as mine.
You have to be kidding me. No matter how far apart in age you were from her, she was only in her 40s. She wasn't going to die anytime soon. You would have had to stay with her for decades. What would you have done if she hadn't gotten into an accident?
That's the thing. I was planning to be with her for a long time. I wasn't just going to hop from woman to woman. Women with assets like her don't come along very often. I really got lucky finding her. Plus, my girlfriend could have broken up with me before I got the inheritance. Then getting married would have been that much harder, don't you think? Pretty smart, huh? I had all this planned out for a while.
Wait, girlfriend? Have you been cheating on Sarah this whole time? I thought you were too busy with your job to do anything else. How did you have time to cheat? What plan? I'm seriously worried about you, Ben. Please tell me what's going on.
Dude, your sister was super rich. Why would I need to get a job? There was no need in the first place. I was lying the whole time. Never had a job, not even a part-time one. No matter how much money I made, it would never come close to her income, so why even bother? I can't hang out with my girlfriend if I have a kid to take care of either. So I just told you I had work so you'd take him. Worked like a charm.
Oh my god. So every single time Max was here.
Yep, I was with my girlfriend. You finally got it! You were a big help. I'm grateful. I got to cheat without any hitches. Nice. Every single day, too. Can you believe it? We went to so many places these past few months. I didn't even have to pay a dime.
No, seriously.
Thank you.
Stop it. This is unforgivable. You just stomped all over my sister and Max's hearts. Played with them like they were toys.
But I was the perfect husband and father to them. I did everything by the books. Every single thing the way it was supposed to be done. She died without ever having to know I cheated, too. What a bonus! That should be enough. It's fine. Case closed, no loose ends.
What about Max? His mother just died.
I told you we're not related. I don't care what happens to him now. Even when we were in the same house, I never talked to him. He probably doesn't even care that I'm gone.
So that's why you said you don't know how to talk to him. You never intended to be his father in the first place.
I didn't have to worry about Sarah noticing since she was at work all the time. Another thing I'm grateful for. I didn't think she'd die so quickly, though. At least now I can get married again. I really am lucky that she died. She basically only existed to leave me all that money.
You're the worst. You're scum. I feel like an idiot for trusting you so much.
That's your fault. It has nothing to do with me. You can't expect me to take responsibility for your feelings. Don't blame someone else. You've always been so annoying. It's too late to get all mad about it anyway.
Excuse me?
I've already moved out of the house. Took less than a week. I even managed to sell most of the stuff that was actually worth something. There wasn't much, but I got what I needed out of it. I'm all ready to get married again. Thanks for making the process so smooth.
You really didn't waste any time after her death, did you?
All that's left is the inheritance. Pretty sure the spouse is the first in line to receive it. It's all but guaranteed for me at this point, so I can relax and wait for the money to start rolling in.
So these are your true colors, huh? You really aren't the person we all thought you were.
Oh, come on. Deep down, you knew that guy never existed in the first place. You were always so trusting, but even you had to see through me. I wasn't trying that hard to hide it, man. But don't worry, you'll never have to talk to me again after I get the money. It'll all be over soon. Just don't think about it too hard or too much. It'll be better for you that way. Anyways, I'm going to go prime my bank account for the big bucks coming in. Bye-bye, former brother-in-law.
Hi, Amy. This is Liam. I found your contact information through LinkedIn and need to speak with you. It's urgent. Can you meet today?
Hi, Liam? I don't think we've met before. Is this regarding work? If so, my availability is on my profile.
No, this is personal. It's about Ben. It's hard to say, and I apologize for the abruptness, but you need to know something important.
About Ben? Okay. I'm getting a little worried.
Ben was married. He wasn't just dating someone, he was a husband.
Married? But he never told me anything about that.
I know. His wife passed away recently. Her name was Sarah.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But I don't understand. How does this involve me? Did he just get out of a serious relationship?
He didn't love his wife. He was only with her for her money.
This is really starting to sound suspicious. Who are you? Why are you contacting me about his personal life?
Sarah was my sister. Ben has been lying about everything, including who he is.
Your sister? Is this some kind of prank? Why would Ben lie about being married? And how do you even know I exist?
It's not a prank. I can explain everything, but it's a lot. Can we meet to talk this through?
I need you to tell me more before I agree to meet up with a stranger. This is really bizarre.
I understand your hesitation, Amy. I wouldn't believe it either if I was in your shoes. Here's something to help make it a little clearer. Ben was Sarah's husband for several years. I have photos if you need proof.
Several years? But he's only a few years older than me. Did he have a previous marriage before meeting me? Is that what this is?
No. Sarah was his only wife. He hid their entire marriage from you.
How is that even possible? Why would he do that?
My sister was very wealthy. Ben married her only for her money. She passed away in a car accident, and he was hoping to inherit everything. Even worse, Sarah had a young son from a previous marriage. Ben became his stepfather.
Oh my god, that's awful! And he has a son? Why didn't he tell me any of this?
He didn't love Sarah or her son. He's been planning to abandon them both, probably even leave the country after receiving the inheritance. He's not the man you think he is.
I am absolutely sick to my stomach. I can't believe I fell for this. Everything he told me was a lie. Thank you for contacting me, Liam. If you hadn't, I would have had no idea.
Of course. I know this is overwhelming, but at least you found out now, before things got even worse. I'm so sorry you had to go through this.
Do you think he was using me as some kind of backup plan in case the inheritance fell through? I need to process all of this.
It's possible. Ben is a manipulator. But don't worry about him anymore. You deserve better. Would you like to meet up? I can explain everything in more detail. We can even look at some legal options if you want.
Yes, I think meeting up would be a good idea. This is a lot to take in, and I have so many questions. Thank you again, Liam. You've probably saved me from a terrible situation.
Where's my share of the inheritance? I should have received it by now, so I went and checked. Why did the kid get all $1 million? What kid needs that kind of money? What's he going to buy, 1,000 toy cars? No matter how you think about it, it doesn't make any sense.
I see you're just as clueless as you look. Think about it for a second, and then you might get it. Although I guess this wouldn't have happened in the first place if you had thought about it to begin with. I shouldn't have expected anything out of you.
What are you going on about? What happened?
I'll get right to the point since you're not getting it. You never had any right to the inheritance in the first place. Even if Max wasn't in the picture, my parents and I are the first in line to receive it. You might as well be some random person off the street, in legal terms.
Listen to yourself. Do you not see what's wrong with the situation? I was her husband. I should be first no matter how you look at it.
You're right, the spouse always comes first. But that's if, and only if, you're actually the spouse. Which you aren't. So, no inheritance for you. Got it.
What are you going on about now? I was actually her husband. So there's something wrong here. What aren't you getting?
I'm not wrong about anything. You aren't actually my brother-in-law. You're complete strangers with my sister to top it off. And that's not even mentioning you and Max.
Not actually your brother-in-law? Are you playing some sort of weird joke on me? I'm being serious here. Stop messing around.
Well then, bro, tell me. You never actually got legally married to her, did you?
And what about it? We were married in all aspects except on paper. What's the problem?
No papers, no inheritance. That's how it works. Your relationship doesn't mean anything to the law if it's not in writing. Of course you're going to get treated differently from normal couples. It's not rocket science.
You're just spouting nonsense at this point. I was officially one of her dependents. We also lived in the same house. It doesn't make any sense for me to get everything but the inheritance.
You can say what you want to me, but I don't have any control over this situation. Try consulting a lawyer if you're so sure it's yours.
You're not understanding me. Read my messages again. She and I were husband and wife in all respects. We just didn't have a marriage certificate. That means I'm the first in line to receive all of her possessions post-mortem.
It doesn't matter what you think. Besides, you're the one who didn't want to get legally married in the first place. I remember you stopped my sister when she tried to go to court. She wrote about it in her diary.
Okay, I did. But I didn't think it would turn out like this. I didn't think she would die.
She'd already been divorced once, too. She let you talk her down from putting the papers out because she didn't want to make you feel bad or rethink anything. But she actually wanted to get married, don't you know? She never got the chance to do that. On the other hand, it all worked out in the end for you, didn't it?
If I knew this would happen, I would have married her. I was too concerned about the future.
Be honest. The truth is, you didn't want to be legally married so you could marry your girlfriend one day. And you didn't want your girlfriend to find out you were already married. Seems like that girl didn't even know. Poor girl. You've really done a good job putting all that useless cunning to use, haven't you?
What? How do you know she didn't know?
I looked her up. I can't go leaving any details uninspected since this concerns my sister. Your girlfriend was super surprised, by the way. She had no idea you were cheating on both her and my sister.
What did she say? She didn't say she was going to break up with me, did she?
Not only did she say she was going to break up with you, she's even going to help pay for damages for us. How nice of her. She said she feels really guilty to my sister for all this, even though she didn't know while it was going on. The least she could do is make it up to Max and all that. She's a surprisingly nice girl. Too bad her taste in men is so bad. Good for her. My family and I would have sued her otherwise.
You have to be kidding me! She threw me away just to make it up to you? What does that even mean? I moved out of the apartment just so I could marry her.
That's your problem. Do you know how many people you tangled up in your nasty schemes? My sister, Max, your girlfriend. They're all victims in this. You're the perpetrator, end of story. You have no right to complain about anything.
All right, I get it. You've made yourself crystal clear. I'll take Max. Happy now? I'll raise him, take care of him, talk to him, the works. I'll take the inheritance since he won't need it. I'll use some of it for his college funds even. I'm his father. I have that right.
What? I'll say it again, but you were never married to my sister. To make it even more clear, you're not related to Max. At all. Not his father, not his stepfather, not his uncle, nothing. You do not have custody over him. Naturally.
Then what do you want me to do? I have nothing left. I didn't get the inheritance, I left the apartment, and my girlfriend is going to dump me. So now I have no one to marry. Don't you see how awful things have gotten for me? How am I supposed to keep living in a situation like this? I have no idea what to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry that's happening to you. I don't like to meddle in other people's affairs, so I'll stay back behind these bars here and watch you from afar. Good luck, you'll figure it out. Just desserts, etc., etc.
I used to be your brother-in-law. I was so nice to you. I did everything for you. You can't just throw me away after everything we've been through. Please don't throw me away. I messed up, I know I did, but I can fix this. I can be better. You just have to give me a chance. Please.
Yeah, you're right. There was a time when I thought you were my brother-in-law. And you were indeed nice to me, even though it was all just a facade.
So you'll help me? We were so close. We could confide in each other. I could tell you about things I couldn't even tell Sarah. Liam, I have nothing left. Please, just help me, and I'll never ask for anything again.
You were the one who threw all that away on your own. It makes sense that there aren't any hands to help you up anymore. You burned every bridge, closed every door, went all the extra miles to make this turn out the way it did for you. We really, truly aren't related anymore. Once the lawsuit is over, my family and I will no longer keep contact with you.
Don't say that, please. I'm begging you. My parents and your parents won't do anything for me. They won't forgive me. I have no one else to turn to but you. You have to remember all the good times we had. I took your help for granted. I'll pay you back after all this blows over, I swear. Please, just help me out this one last time.
I'm not obligated to help you after everything you've done. Sorry, but no. You dug your own grave, and now it's your job to climb out of it if that's what you want. Max is all I have left of my sister. I'm going to focus on taking care of him. Bye-bye, former brother-in-law.
Liam, I know things ended badly, but please hear me out. I need your help.
Ben, why are you even messaging me again? I thought I made myself clear. You're nothing but a stranger to me.
I know I messed up, royally, but I've hit rock bottom. I messed up with Amy, too. My parents won't talk to me. I'm running out of options.
You made your bed, Ben. What do you expect me to do about it?
I've been trying, I swear. No one will hire me. My reputation is ruined. And with the lawsuit, I lost everything I managed to keep. Everything.
Sounds like the consequences of your actions finally caught up, huh?
Please, Liam, just this once. I won't take advantage, I promise. Just need a place to stay until I get back on my feet. For Max's sake, if nothing else.
Don't you dare use Max to try and guilt-trip me. He's better off without you in his life.
That's not fair. You know I was a good stepdad.
A stepdad who was only there for the inheritance money.
I made mistakes, okay? I was stupid, I admit it. But I messed up. I've learned my lesson. Just, please, a roof over my head. That's the bare minimum you can do as family.
We're not family. Not anymore. I'd sooner let a stranger sleep on my couch before you. You're on your own, Ben.
That's cold, man. Even after everything. Sarah wouldn't have wanted this.
Don't bring my sister into this. You have no right.
Please, Liam. Fine, whatever. But Sarah was a kind soul, you know that. She wouldn't like her brother turning his back on someone when they're down.
You disgust me. You lost any right to talk about Sarah the moment you stepped into her life with lies in your heart. She deserved so much better.
Okay, I messed up. But come on, we both know there's a tiny bit of kindness somewhere in there. You can't let an old grudge completely turn you to stone.
Old grudge? I watched my sister's heart get ripped out and her son left without his dad. Don't you dare act like I'm being petty.
Look, I'm not trying to excuse anything. But people do change. Give me a chance to prove it. That's all I ask.
You had years to prove you were a good person while Sarah was alive. Instead, you chose to exploit her trust. You don't get a second chance with me.
Fine, I get it. You hate me. Fair enough. But Max, you were his uncle. Don't you feel even a little bit of responsibility?
My responsibility is to Max, which involves keeping manipulative, selfish people like you far away from him.
I'm not asking to be his dad. Just a place to crash for a while. I won't bother him, I swear. Think of it like paying back Sarah. A tiny bit of charity.
It's hilarious you think I would ever be stupid enough to let you near my nephew after what you did.
You're unbelievable. Just like Sarah always said. Stubborn as hell.
She warned me about people like you. Too bad I didn't listen sooner. But you're not fooling me again.
All right. So maybe I deserve that one. But seriously, just a few nights. I can sleep on the floor. I won't eat your food. I'll be practically invisible. I'm that desperate.
And then what? You think after you get cozy, you'll start charming your way back into our lives? That we'll just forget? No thanks. I learned my lesson.
This isn't about you, Liam. It's about helping someone out when they have nowhere else to turn. What would your parents say? Seeing your own blood begging on the streets.
If my parents knew what you'd done, they'd have disowned you too. You're on your own, and it's nobody's fault but yours.
Please, I'm truly begging you. This isn't me playing games anymore. I'm at the end of my rope.
Then take a good long look at that rope. You're the one who tied it into a noose. No one is coming to rescue you, Ben. I don't even want to hear from you again. Goodbye.
Liam, I know this is out of the blue, and we haven't spoken much since everything, but I need your help.
Amy, of course. Is everything okay? Is this about Ben?
Yes. He won't leave me alone. He's been calling nonstop, showing up at my office, even messaging my friends. He's desperate for me to take him back.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. Has he threatened you in any way?
Not directly, but he's unpredictable. There's a side of him I never saw before, and it's honestly scaring me.
That sounds like Ben. Do you want me to talk to him? Maybe I can convince him to back off.
If you're willing, I'd really appreciate it. I've changed my number twice already, and it doesn't deter him. I don't know what else to do.
I understand. It's clear he doesn't respect boundaries, and a restraining order might be the next step if he keeps this up. But let me deal with him first. Can you screenshot some of his messages for me? The more evidence, the better.
Absolutely. I think I even have some voicemails. It's pretty pathetic. I almost pity him, but then I remember what he did.
It's hard to feel pity for someone who refuses to take responsibility. Do you feel safe where you're staying?
Yeah, my roommate's been amazing, and the building has good security. I just hate feeling trapped in my own life.
That's not fair to you. Ben's the one who should be feeling that way. I'll do my best to put a stop to this harassment. Just stay vigilant and let me know if anything else happens, or he escalates things. Okay?
Thank you so much, Liam. I can't express how grateful I am for your help. You're a lifesaver.
Of course, Amy. We'll get through this. Ben won't get away with tormenting you any longer. Ben, you need to back off. Leave Amy alone.
What? Who's this?
Did Amy put you up to this?
It can't be Liam, right? I think he blocked me.
Cut the act, Ben. You know exactly who this is. I won't let you harass her. Stop calling her, stop trying to contact her, and move on with your life.
Look, man, it's between me and Amy. You stay out of it.
It becomes my business when you refuse to respect her boundaries and terrify her. I just got a whole folder filled with screenshots. You do not want this escalating into legal trouble.
She's just playing hard to get. Women always do that. She'll come around.
Are you delusional? Leave her alone. She told you it's over. After everything you put her through? Do you have no shame?
Fine. You're all so against me. It's not even fair. It was one little mistake.
One little mistake? Are you kidding me? You pretended to be someone you weren't, then used her just like you used Sarah. You're pathetic.
Look, about Sarah. I admit things got a bit out of hand, okay? But I was planning to come clean. Eventually.
You were going to come clean after you got her money. And you left her son in the dust the moment she was gone. Don't you dare try and justify anything you did.
Okay, fine. I messed up. But Amy, she was different. And don't you think you're being a little harsh? Everyone deserves a second chance.
Your chance was when Amy found out the truth and still gave you the benefit of the doubt. You blew it. Now leave her alone or there will be consequences.
What kind of consequences? You gonna beat me up, big guy?
Do not test me, Ben. What you're doing is illegal. I don't need to beat you up. I'll just help Amy take all of this evidence to the police. Consider this your final warning.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. I have screenshots of everything. The voicemails, the way you begged her for forgiveness, the whole pathetic show. They'd love to see this over at the police station, especially with your track record.
No, wait. I'll leave her alone, I swear. Please just don't do this.
Empty promises mean nothing coming from you, Ben. I don't believe a word you say.
Come on, man. We're family. Don't do this to me. Can't we just talk this out like normal people?
Family. You stopped being part of my family the second you chose money over love and decency. And no, there's nothing left to talk about. Stop harassing Amy and delete her contact information. If she hears from you again, I'm taking this straight to the cops. Am I understood?
Fine, whatever. But you're making a mistake. You're going to regret this.
The only mistake I regret is not recognizing you as the leech you are sooner. My actions have consequences for you, but at least I can still sleep soundly at night.
Whatever you have to tell yourself to feel better, Liam. Karma has a way of biting people in the
don't you dare threaten me! I've seen you at your worst, Ben. Nothing you can say will scare me. Now vanish, and pray I never have a reason to contact you again. After that, Ben kept harassing Amy, just like I expected. He really was a leech in the end. The moment he realized he couldn't live off Sarah's inheritance, he panicked and tried to beg me to take him in. And when that didn't work, he begged Amy to take him back, and wouldn't take no for an answer. He was really getting desperate at the end, and was stalking her constantly. I helped Amy get a restraining order against him, but he violated it and showed up at her workplace. This was obviously an immediate felony, thanks to the restraining order, and he was arrested for the night. That experience seemed to have scared him enough to leave everyone alone, though. Last I heard, he was living in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, jumping from part-time job to part-time job. I put him on blast online, too, since my sister had a pretty decent following online, especially in our community. She did a lot of charity work and funded some orphanages. I put his pictures and the whole story online, so if anyone looks him up, they'll see exactly what he tried to do. How he married my sister just for her money. Hopefully, this will stop him from ever trying to do the same thing again to some other poor woman. As for Max, he's doing a lot better these days. He's still traumatized from losing his mom at such a young age, but I've officially adopted him. And we're getting closer as a family day by day. I have no doubt he'll grow into a man his mother would be proud of.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Oh, I'm so tired. I shouldn't complain about it, but it is tiring.
Did you take care of Dad again today? I'm sure he appreciated you being there. It's really late. You did a great job. I can't thank you enough for doing that. Tomorrow it'll be my turn, so why don't you get some good rest tonight? You deserve it.
There's nothing particularly difficult or anything, but as the days pass by, Dad's condition is getting worse. I'm really worried. I know he's old, so the doctor said it would be hard for him to get better, but still, I don't want to believe that he's getting worse.
I feel the same way, Amy. After we were born, Dad has sacrificed so much for us. He worked so hard and took care of us well. He couldn't even enjoy his life to the fullest, so I'm sad that he's sick like that. I wish he'd feel better and get back to us like how he used to be.
I feel like that too. I'm hoping that he would get better and be with us normally. How's Mom doing? Is she doing all right?
Oh, she's the same as usual. I'm grateful that her doctor diagnosed her at the early stage. I can't even imagine how I would have felt if it was too late.
Oh gosh, why are we going through this? Why are both of our parents sick? If I want to think positively, maybe I should think that our family is going to be so happy later in the future. Do you think so too? Do you think we'd all be happy one day? There's gotta be a reason why we're going through this, right?
Of course. There's no way that we're only gonna have gloomy days. Sometimes we'll have rainy days, but we will have sunny days to appreciate eventually. Just like that, we will certainly be happy. So don't worry too much. Let's keep ourselves positive. So, we must cheer up ourselves and should try to be happy, Amy. If we don't win this fight, who's gonna take care of our parents, right? Mom and Dad are so good to us, so we should hold strong.
Wow, you're so positive. In my eyes, you're so young, but when did you grow up? That's so insightful. Now, are you giving me advice when I'm older than you? I'm so proud of you. I'm learning a lot from you these days. I don't think I would have done this successfully without you.
Amy, I'm almost 35 years old now. I'm not young anymore. I've learned so much in my own life, too.
You're still a baby in my eyes. You're always gonna be my baby sister. Anyway, I'm on my way to Mom's house now, so you can go home. Once I go home, I'll take care of Mom, so you can leave.
No, I should see you come home before I go. I don't want to leave Mom here all by herself. What if something happens to her when I'm gone? I don't want anything to happen to her while I'm gone. I'll wait for you, so take your time. You said you were tired, so drive safely.
Mia, are you sleeping? I called you, but you didn't pick up your phone.
Oh, Uncle Tom, no, I wasn't sleeping yet. I didn't hear it ringing, I'm sorry.
I was just wondering about how your parents were doing. I was getting worried about them, so I decided to call you. Are they doing all right?
Dad is not getting any better yet. I think it's because of his age. I wish he could recover faster, but it's not happening as much as we were expecting. His doctor told us that even if Dad gets treated, he probably wouldn't be better. Mom is doing okay.
Oh no, he's making you guys suffer because of his old age, huh? I can't believe he became sick like this. In some cases, it's better when a sick person passes away than to make a family suffer for everything. Your family would constantly have to take care of him, pay for his bills and everything.
Uncle Tom, why are you saying something like that? That sounds very rude. How can you even think that way? That's not right. I have never thought that Dad is making our family suffer. These days, people's lifespans are getting longer. Dad is not that old. Please don't talk about him like that, Uncle Tom. That's really not a nice thing for you to say to your older brother. You're really making me upset. We hope he's going to recover soon so that we can be with him like how we used to.
Oh gosh, okay, look at you. You're feisty towards your uncle. I can't even say anything to you. How are you guys doing? Are you and your sister doing well these days? No problems?
No problems. We are doing well.
I should visit your father tomorrow, but my knees aren't in a good condition. I can't really walk or stand for a long time, so I have a hard time traveling. And since you guys are in New York, it's far for me to travel as well.
Didn't you go hiking recently? And you also traveled to the Philippines for your vacation. I saw your pictures that you took on Sam's Instagram. You said it's too far to travel to New York, but traveling abroad seems harder than traveling out of state. You said you can't walk or stand for a long time, but you were traveling perfectly fine. Uncle Todd was with you too. Were you guys traveling together, yet you've never visited us?
Well, that was before my knees started getting hurt. I guess at that time, my knees were fine. Anyways, I will try my best and see if I can visit your father, although my schedule is filled today.
I see. Okay, Uncle Tom. Please be careful and hope your knees would be fine soon. Hey, Mia, can you do me a favor? Can you buy an ice cream for me on your way home? I hope I'm not asking you too much. I really want to eat Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I've been craving it for a while. I can't not think about it. I've tried, but it's so hard. Mom, of course I can do anything for you, but you shouldn't eat ice cream. Have you forgotten that you're allergic to dairy? You are allergic to anything dairy like milk, cheese, ice cream. So you can't and you shouldn't have ice cream.
If you eat ice cream, you're gonna be sick. Then you'd end up going to a hospital. You don't want to get sick and end up being in a hospital, right? You remember how you really didn't like to be in the hospital last time?
Oh, that's right. I remember it now. I don't know why I'm craving ice cream now. I remember that I'm allergic to dairy, but I don't know what happened to my taste preferences. I guess dementia makes people want to eat something they didn't like before. I blame the dementia that I want to eat ice cream. It's been so hot lately that I was craving it so much, not remembering what had happened before.
No, Mom, it's not because you have dementia. Craving ice cream is perfectly normal. People tend to love it during summer when it's hot. It doesn't matter whether they have dementia or not, so you don't have to think that way, Mom. It's not your fault that you have dementia. You know how I can't eat nuts because I'm allergic to them? But when I want to eat something nutty, I forget that I'm allergic to them and crave for them. So that could happen to anyone. That's not your fault. You're perfectly normal, Mom.
Aren't you sick and tired of taking care of your old mother? Don't you want to be lazy sometimes and forget about me? Or do you think you'd live more comfortably if I die? You wouldn't have to worry about your sick mother or your sick father. You guys would finally be able to enjoy your lives to the fullest. I feel bad that you can't do that right now because of me and your dad.
What are you talking about, Mom? Don't say anything like that again. I don't want you to talk like that. Please don't ever say that you're going to die. I really don't want to hear that from you. How would I live without you, Mom? The world won't be the same without you.
I didn't provide enough for you as your mom. I was a mother who couldn't provide everything a child wanted. When you were young, you really wanted to eat fried chicken. You'd asked me that you wanted it for days after days. You'd begged me to buy fried chicken for you, but at that time our family was financially challenged, so I couldn't even buy it for you. My heart was breaking when I told you that I couldn't buy it for you, and when you asked me why.
That fried chicken you're talking about? I buy and eat it whenever I want these days. Every time I want it, I eat a lot, and I eat often whenever I want, Mom. Why are you feeling guilty about that? You shouldn't be. Please forget about that. I don't even remember asking you when I was young. Why are you remembering something like that while you're not remembering what's more important? I have never felt disappointed or sad about what you couldn't do for me. You were such a great mom, and you still are. I can't ask for any other person to be my mom but you. You are my one and only precious mom who's provided so much for me and Amy. We can't complain. I have never thought that you didn't provide enough. So why don't you forget about it and let go of that memory? There are memories that you shouldn't forget about, but you should forget about this one.
Because of you, Mia, I want to live longer. I'm grateful that I have you and Amy as my daughters. You two are so beautiful, and you both are such great daughters that I didn't even have to do much as your mother. How is your dad doing these days? I noticed that he hasn't been coming home these days. Did something happen to him? Or did he run away from home because I fell sick? Is he sick of me now because of my sickness?
No. Dad's just away from home for work.
Oh, yes, that's right. I remember now. How is he doing now?
He's doing fine. I spoke with him on the phone earlier, and it seems like he's in good spirits. We should just patiently wait for him to gather, shall we?
Oh, okay. Now that you're telling me that, I feel like I don't have to worry about him anymore. Yes, I will patiently wait for him.
Mia, it's really urgent. Pick up the phone. Oh gosh, Amy, I'm sorry. I was sleeping. Why are you awake at this hour? What's going on? It's really late. Listen carefully, Mia. Don't be startled. I need you to bring Dad's picture from the drawer and some of our clothes, toiletries, and then come to the hospital where I'm at. Give you the address. Dad might pass away soon. Are you listening?
What are you talking about? Didn't you say he was fine even yesterday?
So what do you mean he's almost passing now? Didn't you say he regained his consciousness yesterday and you even had a conversation with him? But why suddenly?
Don't ask me questions now. I need you to come to the hospital right now, quickly. There's no time for me to talk to you now. I should be with him at his last moment in this world, and if you make it in time, we'd be with him together to say our last goodbye to him.
My gosh, okay, fine. I'll be there immediately, Amy. Uncle Tom, by any chance, can you come to New York now? This is an urgent matter.
What? All of a sudden? You want me to go to New York? Why? Did something happen? I have plans today.
Uncle Tom, Dad passed away early this morning. He kept calling you repeatedly, but you never picked up your phone. I called again and again, but you didn't pick up. I hoped that you did because Dad really wanted to speak to you before he passed away.
What? Did you just say my brother passed away? Where are you now? If you give me the address, I'll get there immediately.
Here, it's New York Hospital. You can take your time. Please be careful as you travel. My dear, loving Mom, you've done so much for Dad's funeral. You must be so tired. Are you still upset about Dad not being with us anymore? Are you sad? I am sad, but I'm fine now because I know that your dad lived a good life. Because I'm so proud of him. I shouldn't be sad for too long. He was a decent man and he lived a good long life. I wish he didn't have to be sick like that before he died, but what could I do? Anyway, why did you two lie to me? I totally believed when you girls had told me that Dad had gone to work for the family. If I had known that he was sick like this, that's why I felt so sad. But why did you both lie to me saying that your dad went far for work? Why?
I didn't want your condition to get worse since you weren't doing well already. I didn't want to make you worried since I knew that you would stress out. I'm sorry for not telling you the truth. Are you upset at us?
Not upset, but I couldn't be with your dad when he was passing. I'll regret that for a long time, I think. I wish I was able to hold his hand and say goodbye. I'm going to regret that. I'll never have that chance again anymore.
I'm so sorry, Mom, but I'm sure Dad knows how you're feeling and how much you love him. He would understand why you weren't there. You had your reason, too. You know how much Dad loved you, right? He adored you so much, so he would understand you. And he will certainly protect our family from heaven. He's always been like that.
Of course. I know your dad would do that. Hey, he left us and went to heaven, so he'd certainly protect his beautiful daughters.
My beautiful Mom, you've done so much for us, too. And the funeral was busy, so you probably couldn't even rest today, but you did great. I'm sure you're exhausted from crying so much, so why don't you sleep? How are you feeling? Did you take your medication?
Yes, after I came home. I saw your notes on the fridge, so I took the medication. I feel fine now. Thank you for posting the note for me. I rely on your notes a lot.
Of course. Now try to go to sleep. I'll be there tomorrow. I love you so much.
Hi, Barbara. Are you doing well? I couldn't talk to you properly on the day when we had the funeral because we were all so busy. Oh, that's right. I heard that you have dementia. Do you remember me? This is Tom, your husband's younger brother. I hope you didn't forget about me. Do you think you know who I am?
Oh, yes, I remember. I'm sorry I do have dementia, so I tend to forget names easily. It's been 10 days since the funeral, Tom. How are you doing these days?
Well, after my brother passed away, every day feels so long. Each day feels like a full year. I'm barely able to focus on my work. It was hard to believe that he passed away like that. People say when their beloved ones pass away, they can only think of things that they couldn't provide for them and regret later. And I told myself over and over again that I shouldn't regret things like that. But I ended up regretting so much because I couldn't really treat him the way that he had deserved. I should have treated him better. He was such a good brother to me. I'm not going to be able to be better. I can't.
That happens to everyone, and it's normal to feel that way. Don't worry too much about it. Anyway, what made you text me today? I heard that you're really busy these days. Is everything okay?
Oh, Barbara, nothing crazy. I called you because I wanted to talk about something with you. At first, I debated whether I should call Amy or Mia to talk about this, but I think they would get aggressive if I talked to them. If I talked to you, I thought you would understand me more than them, so I'm getting in touch with you. Can I talk about it now?
Yes, of course. What is it about?
Remember when he started getting sick, we let the church take over my parents' annual memorial service. Do you remember it by any chance? We asked the church to take over because there was no one who could properly hold the service anymore after my brother fell sick.
Yes, I remember that. No one could hold the annual memorial service properly anymore, so we asked the church so they could hold it for us.
Well, at first they were willing to do it and even bought all the flowers, but now they've started to say it's too expensive and they won't be able to do it anymore.
Oh, well, I'm sure they're right. We don't want to make the church angry. Okay, so what is your point of bringing this up?
Nothing crazy, but now that my brother passed away, and I know that you have dementia, but I heard that your symptoms are not serious. And since you're taking medication, I think we should bring back the annual memorial service, and you should do it.
What? You want me to hold the annual memorial service? Why should I do that? What about you? And there's Todd as well, who could hold the memorial service. So I don't think there's any reason why I should hold it.
Barbara, you're missing something important. Tom was my parents' favorite child. They always gave him everything, so it's his duty to pay them back even in their respective deaths. Now that he's not here, you should take over it in place of him. If you can't hold it yourself because you have dementia, then Amy and Mia can take over for the family. Is it difficult for you to take over? You should shop for the flowers and organize everyone getting together for the ceremony. Oh, come on, it's so simple to hold the service.
Oh, no. It's not difficult. But I'm not sure if my daughters will agree with you.
Why don't you be stern and persuade them? How long are you going to let them do whatever they want to do? You can't ask their opinions every time. You're their mom, Barbara. Please excuse me, but honestly speaking, I think you've spoiled your daughters so much every time so they don't take you seriously. I know you have dementia, but they gotta learn what they gotta learn. This is a very important matter, so their opinions won't matter because it's what they should do.
I know, but I'll talk to Amy and Maya first, and I'll let you know later.
Sorry, Mom, I was sleeping. Why did you call me so many times? Did something happen to you? Is everything okay? I couldn't hear my phone ringing. I should have paid more attention.
Hey, Maya, I have something to ask you.
Okay, what do you want to ask me?
Uncle Tom wants me to do the candlelight memorial for your grandparents. What do you think about that? He suddenly asked me, and I didn't answer him because I told him that I'd ask you girls.
Did he really say that?
He said I should take over because I need to pay them back for helping your father. So Tom thinks it's right for me to take over.
What a funny guy. I can't believe he said such a thing to you. Really? So what did you tell him? You said to him that you'd ask us and that was it? You didn't tell him anything else?
I just told him that I would ask you girls and would let him know. That's all I said.
Mom, are you really going to listen to him? You shouldn't even let him talk to you about that. He didn't show up when Dad was calling his name in passing. When Dad was lying on his bed all day because he was ill, Uncle Tom gave an excuse by saying his knees were hurting. He never even showed up to New York at all. And you want to listen to a guy like that?
I just don't know what to do.
That's just all nonsense, Mom. Don't you get it? Please don't tell me you believe what he says is right. He's trying to use you because you have dementia and because you have a weak heart. He doesn't have to do anything about it because he doesn't want to take any responsibility for it. Do you really understand what's going on?
But still, Maya.
Mom, you really can't say anything harsh to him at all, right? No matter what, you can't say anything back to him, right?
Yes, I feel bad. I don't feel good that I would have to say that to him.
Then I'll do it. I'll be the bad guy, so why don't you just stay still and watch me? Don't tell Amy about this. Once she hears about it, you know how she's gonna react, right?
Maya, what are you trying to do? I'm worried.
Mom, just don't do anything and stay still. I'll take care of the rest myself. Hi, Uncle Tom.
Oh, it's Mia. What happened? That's weird. You're contacting me for the first time. What makes you text me? I feel it's a bit strange.
Are you being sarcastic with me now? Really, Uncle Tom?
Let me guess, I bet you heard something from your mom?
You know it very well already then. I couldn't even believe what you told her. How can you even ask her to do that? She has dementia. How would she be able to do that anyway? I almost told Amy about this and was going to cause a scene, but I swallowed my anger. That my mom should take over the candlelight memorial service when she's sick just because she had married a man who was the oldest son of the family?
Yes, isn't it obvious that she should take over for the family as the oldest daughter-in-law? Then who should take over if not? My family? That's not respectful towards my parents.
What century do you think it is? We don't live in medieval times. Being the oldest means nothing anymore.
Maybe not to you, but for my generation it still does. It's not even that much to do, so I'm having trouble seeing what the issue is.
Why don't you just do it yourself if it's not that much trouble?
Are you listening to me? I explained that already. It's not my responsibility.
Yes, and I also just explained that you need to live in the 21st century. Being the firstborn would mean something if we were on a farm in the 20s, but not anymore. And none of this even matters because Dad is gone. You can't just transfer responsibility. And let's be honest, we both know it's you who's now the eldest if you're following your stupid archaic rules.
You know what? I've had a change of heart. I'll do it.
Great. Thank you.
If you give me $5,000, I'll do it this year only. Then, next year, it's up to your mom to handle things. Let me know when you have the money ready, and I'll get things started.
I'll make this short since this is the last time I ever want to speak with a scum-of-the-earth douchebag like you. I hope you rot and burn in hell. You're fighting who is going to honor your own parents, and now asking for bribe money so my mother with dementia doesn't have to do it. Drop dead, you scumbag.
What? You little brat. You are being so disrespectful. Are you really gonna behave this way? I only suggested your mom to take over the service because she is the daughter-in-law of the first son of the family. I didn't suggest her for no reason. What don't you understand?
I understand very clearly. I don't care at all about your stupid self-made rules. What don't you understand, you idiot? Never speak to me, my mother, or anyone in my family ever again.
Wait, who's gonna get everything ready for the memorial service?
I've never been asked a question I care less about the answer to than that. You'll figure it out. Uncle Tom had never shown up to see my dad when my dad was on his hospital bed by giving so many excuses. He didn't even call my dad once. I didn't have a good relationship with Uncle Tom, and Amy didn't either. Uncle Tom had problems with spending too much money, and he was full of vanity. I hated him so much. And I couldn't believe that Uncle Tom was trying to convince my mom to take over the annual memorial service using my mom's dementia. I usually don't let my anger get the best of me, but I couldn't help myself. What kind of person forces their responsibility onto a woman with dementia? After that, my family completely separated from my dad's family. Now we have our own little memorial dinner to remember the loved ones who've passed. To be honest, I feel guilty since in the end we were fighting about honoring my own grandparents, but I know they would have understood and agreed with me. Mom has been taking her medication consistently, so fortunately the progress of her dementia has been slower. I want to live happily with just my family from now on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more.